What's up, agents, and welcome back to another 5-minute division build video. Just before we get started, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Join the community Discord. You'll find a link down below in the description. And with all that said, don't forget, come over to Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTICKLE. Hit follow. I could be live right now and I really would appreciate your view over there if you are a Twitch goer as well. With all that said, let's get straight into this build. So specialization, I'm going with Gunner because I really want the armor on kill. We're going to be using LMG, so make sure you spec into your LMG as well. You can see the pestilence there on my back. It has a bunch of other good things like rate of fire increase and things like that. So it's just a good all-round specialization for pretty much all builds. But for this, you can go with whichever specialization you prefer. Just be aware that the demo explosive damage does not have any effect at all on the gear that we'll show you in just a moment. So heading straight into the gear, we're going to go with the pestilence for the gun. This thing is just an absolute beast for this build, because what we're going to do, we're going to sit in cover on heroic, 5 directive, legendary, whatever it is you are playing, the hardest content in the game. We're going to sit in cover, you're going to tag them, and you're just going to watch things die. If you're in a team as well, you're going to also buff your team. They're going to absolutely love you. This build is an absolute rainbow, but it's an absolute banger, and you've got to try it to believe it. Secondary gun, just go whatever you want. I've got the shield splinter on there because I've got it as level 21, so definitely worth putting in there. The rest of the gear that you can see here is Rainbow City, but we're going to go with the Vial first of all because we want status effects, Hasbro, and protection from elites. We also gives us a skill tier, but also we get the toxic delivery. Status effects also apply damage over time debuff for 10 seconds, and the total damage dealt is equal to 50% of your concussion grenade damage, and increased by your status effect attributes, which is why we're running status effects absolutely everywhere, or part of the reason anyway. But just remember what I said, demo does not increase this damage. Then we're going to go with the chest piece. We're going to go full force here. Status effects again with the golden gear chest piece. We definitely want weapon damage on here, so try and get something with at least status effects on here. I've not bothered with the repair skills because I have no use for it whatsoever in this build. But I would love something here like armor regen, maybe headshot damage. It would be absolutely fantastic. I've just not been lucky enough to be able to get one because I literally would have to get status effects, headshot damage, and glass cannon. So a pretty tough piece to get. So far I am 2 for 2, 2 out of 3, but maybe I'll get there one day. Glass cannon, just amazing because we can sit in cover and let the ticks do all of the damage. Then we're going to go with 4-piece ongoing directive. We'll start at the backpack because that has the talent. So we get status effects from the 2-piece, 3-piece is the reload speed, and then we get the bonus for rules of engagement. Shooting a status affected enemy will apply a mark. Killing a marked enemy will grant you a full clip of hollow point ammo for your active weapon and half a clip for agents in the rest of your team, which is great for them. And the mark lasts 10 seconds, but hollow point ammo amplifies weapon damage by a whole 20%, and it also applies bleed. Weapon damage, status effects, and then protection from elites in the mod slot. But because we're using the backpack, increases the duration of your bleed status effect by 50% and all bleed damage done by 100%. And this is where you see the damage from the vial, from ongoing directive. The ticks just absolutely wipe enemies, even yellow enemies, elites, off the map. It's superb. And so for the rest of it, you can see here on the gloves, we have got weapon damage and status effects. On the knees, weapon damage, status effects, and on the holster, weapon damage, status effects. Skills wise, I've got a healing chem launch here and a stinger. Just basically the stinger is to proc status effects on enemies so I can get ongoing directive going, and healers just for extra heals. But obviously you could put a revive hive here if you want. You could run a decoy, you could run a defender drone. There's all sorts of things you can run here. You can run the blind, the firefly. So totally up to you what you want to run. But then obviously with the stuff you get here from the pesty, the plague of outcasts as well, the damage is just absolutely crazy. It's just so good. Definitely try this one out. Let me know in the comments down below how you get on with it, but it ticks things away and absolutely destroys them. So have a really good time with this on the hardest settings in the game, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, agents. Goodbye.